Hi everybody and welcome to module 2, which is stories. So I'm going to screen share with you again for the second booklet. So let's find it. Here we go. So stories they're not a hugely kind of new thing. They're not a hugely kind of new thing, but they are where everybody is hanging out. Everybody is hanging out in stories. Yes, it's great to post on your grid. Of course it is. You have to keep up to date with that. Be very visual, be branded and relevant to what you represent and what you're selling and who you are and you're offering. But stories is where it's at. Stories is what helps you get the most followers, engagement. It helps you to, if you're consistent with it and you get it right, you can appear on the explore page of Instagram, where it's like the main page where you get people with all the big followers. If you can get on there, you're winning. So make it a goal. But you have to be posting really good content, no samey stuff. Listen to the advice I gave in the previous training about hashtags. That's really important to follow because you don't want to be not seen. So let's move to stories. So there are 4 platforms on Instagram at the moment. You've got your main feed, that's one. You've got stories, you've got highlights, and you've got IGTV. IGTV is very, very new, and you need to get on that now, but that's coming later on. So stories are number 1, pretty much. Everybody is hanging out. Literally, if I just show you on my phone, the first thing you see is stories right at the top. It's what you see, and if you're consistent with it or you're live, you will always see it here. Always will be the first one that people see if you're consistent. So definitely get onto your story. So here is lots of different top tips on stories. So what you can do within your stories for your engagement, for followers, to get people seeing your stuff, to know who you are, is you can do mentions and shout outs. So let's just talk mention and shout outs for now. So again, going back to where we spoke about hashtags in the last training, if you are somebody who is in network marketing or coaching and you want to share your journey, or you want to get your customers or your clients to share their journey with your hashtag, that's an amazing thing to do. But you can also mention people or get people to mention you or give you a shout out in their story or vice versa. This will help to build your followers because you're accessing followers from someone else's page and they're kind of diverting traffic to you. So that's a great thing to do within mentions and shout outs. So you could get clients to mention your username in their Instagram stories or vice versa. That's really good thing to do. Video clips. So within your stories, you can have video clips. You can only have it, I think, for 10 to 15 seconds. So it is good to kind of not have too many because people won't sit and watch through all of them. But it is good to have video clips. It's visual. It keeps people intrigued. It gets people watching you. Hashtags, definitely add hashtags into stories. I'm not sure if it's able to do on Android, but I think you can on an iPhone. You can have more than one hashtag on a story, and if you drag it off the screen so they're hidden, they'll still be on your story. They'll still come up. Your story will still come up on that hashtag, but you can hide it off the screen. So that's a little hack that I've been taught. I can't do it on an Android. I think it's just available for iPhone because I can only select one hashtag, unfortunately. So maybe it needs to be updated. A great thing for engagement on your stories with your followers is to ask questions. So again, it's difficult to screen share on a computer because it's not as great. But if I just go to, for example, on my profile, we have got, if you can see this, it's a question. There's a little box there and I've asked people a question and it's, have you tried weight loss coffee? And I put that as my story and I did a hashtag of lose weight quick or lose weight drinking coffee, something like that. And I had not only my followers, but random people see my story and comment saying, no, what's this weight loss coffee? And I made a shed load of sales. So asking questions is amazing for sales. It's great for recruits or to get people engaging with you and to build your followers. Polls as well. When we scroll down, I'll show you where to find all of this as well, because I've got screenshots. Polls are really cool as well. You can get people to almost vote on your story of what hair color they prefer, or if they agree to this or if they agree to that. And it's good to have personal ones in there as well, not just business, because it gets people getting to know you. And that's what you always want. Call to action as well. You can direct people to your link or your website. You could say a video, you could put a video on your story and you could say, click the link in my bio, head to my profile, click the link here, or message me to get the info. Always give people a call. Not always, but it's good to mix it up and give people a call to action as well. That's great for engagement. Create images that stand out. As you know, Instagram is very, very visual with images, branding, pictures. People love bright colors and pop colors and just different looking stuff. So you want to stand out. Don't drown in the noise. Be different, stand out, and create really, really funky images for your stories. Put filters, be fun, be different, be creative. And you can have the swipe up option of, if they literally swipe up, you can take them anywhere. You can divert them anywhere, but you have to have 10,000 more followers for that. So yes, top tip as well, don't overdo it. If you have more than 10, or between 7 and 10, I'd say, stories with all those little lines at the top, people won't sit and watch them. They won't. They're just not going to watch it. So try to have a minimum of 3, maximum of 10, so people are kind of getting through your story and getting a feel for you. Any more, you're just going to bore people. And if you've got the really good stuff at the end, people are going to miss it. So this is how to create your story. So this is a phone screenshot that I've done, just the top part. If you click on the camera here or add to your story here, it will come up with all of your, it will come up with this picture here, sorry. So this is from my desk. So that's the normal camera view, or you can go to your gallery and select an image. You can add filters if you've taken a still image just there and then. And you can change across the bottom what type of thing you would like to share. So you can have it as a live, you can have it as a normal picture, you can have it as a boomerang, which is the video that does that, you know, the repeated thing. You could add so many different things. So scroll across and have a look. You could obviously take a selfie, reverse the camera. Or again, you can select an image and you can add stickers to it. You can add all sorts. So if we just scroll down, you can add your text. So if you want to add some fun text, saying, I don't know what a story would be. Let's just use an example here. Who's excited about Saturday, for example? That's how you add the text. You can change the font, you can change the color and the size. Then you can add your mention. So along the top part of the story, for example, when you're posting, there'll be something that comes up along here, not when you're in the text part, but when you've got the image on there, there'll be little boxes. There's a box that you can click that will bring you to here, and that's all your stickers, that's your emojis, that's your filters, your GIFs, your polls, your questions. You can select all of these and add them to your story. I always add a location. I always add a hashtag. I always put things on there like a funny GIF because you want to stand out. What day it is maybe. And this is where you can add your questions and your polls, or one of these. This is good as well. People can press that and scroll along what they prefer. I don't know, from a scale of 1 to 10, for example, on what they think of your post or the question that you're asking them. They're really, really good for engagement. So always, always switch it up and make it fun and just be really different. Or you can draw on your image as well, and you can select the colors and what type of pen on there as well. So here are some really good examples of what you can add to your story. This is one of my business posts that I did on the book that I wrote. Have you read our book? This is on our Femalepreneurs Instagram. that got so much engagement, and we sold a hell of a lot of books through that. It's only £14 on Amazon. And it got us so much engagement and so many people in our inbox. I think we actually got a client from that one post as well. This is one from my own story that I did. So I put earn money from home, ask me how, work from home with the hashtag, and put a testimonial, and that got me quite a lot of interest of people that wanted information on the business. This is a PT that shared a client's results and said, what do you think to this? And it was a poll, so normally you can pull that smiley across to what they think. That will then get sent to that PT's inbox as an engagement. So that's really good. These two are really good personal ones, so not business related, personal ones. You've got, how are you liking this whole daylight savings? Doesn't bother me or screws me up. Again, it's all for engagement and getting people into your inbox, or when you're on Instagram, you can see who's engaged with it. So you can gauge the engagement on your post, which is great. And then here, who's excited about Saturday? Again, you've got two different polls here, or questions. Again, it's great for engagement. So in stories, people post a mixture of intriguing, business, personal. You know, they've all tried different things at the posts above. Engagement, polls, questions, choices, call to actions, you know, things that get people in your inbox, and that's what you want. Try to add different hashtags. Try to make your stories very visual and looking good. Stay consistent with it. Try to do at least 3 a day on your story at least, and add hashtags. This really helps to build your following. And it helps to boost in the algorithm as well when you're adding things like hashtag mentions and locations. But this is where most people are hanging out now. It is good to be on your grid and keep posting, of course, because you want to be in the live feed, but stories is where it's at, and it's getting bigger. So here are some amazing apps that you guys can use to create some cool content for your stories, to make them pop, to make them stand out, to make them different, to make them visual, to make them fun. So you have Canva. Everybody has Canva that I know. If you don't, then get on it. It's free. It's amazing. On your phone, it is pants. It's rubbish. It's better to use a desktop when you're creating content. But in this case, go onto your phone, download the app for free. There is an Insta Stories template. So then what you can do is you click on the Insta Stories template on your phone, do a little something, make sure it saves, and then go onto Canva on your desktop, and the template will be there, because on your desktop, the template's not there at the minute. They haven't updated it. So you'll have that in your own designs, so you can carry it on and then create better content from there, because as you know, creating content on your phone on Canva is not very good. It's really difficult. So there's a little hack for you. Unfold is great for video. InShot, another one that's great for video. A Design Kit, that's great for your visuals, same as Adobe Spark. Splice, again, that's one for video. You can cut loads of things and add really cool things in there. Cut Story is amazing. So when you're doing your stories and you're recording, if you, for example, are talking about something in particular about your business and you want to post it in your story, because you know live stream only lasts for 24 hours, you can only have up to an hour. But if you're trying to add it into your story, so then you can put it into your highlights, you can go to Cut Story, record your whole video, and then upload it as a story, because it cuts it after each 10 seconds automatically. Whereas when you're recording your story, you record for 10 seconds, then you have to stop, upload it to your story, then you have to go back into your story and think, oh, where did I leave off? Oh, it was here. Do the same again. Cut Story cuts all the hassle and does it for you. So that's a really great one to use. HypeType is great for animation. 8mm is filters. There's loads of cool filters on there. Magisto is again great for video. Filmmaker Pro, video again. And Over is great for text and graphic. Please do note though that some of these apps you have to pay for, and I don't know which you do, so have a little look around and just have a play around. I just create most of mine on Canva though. So that brings us to the end of stories, which is really exciting. So please head on over to module 3, your PDF, which will be about your highlights, which kind of links to stories as well. But if you've watched this video and you haven't read the PDF, then go download the PDF and have a look through. I will see you over on training 3.